In this dream, I remember being in a concrete place. It was like a park area for recreation, it seemed like. But I noticed everything was made of cement. The ground was made of like a white, like a light gray cement. There were recreation tables, large tables actually, made of cement. It seemed like a place of cement that I was in. But anyways, going forward into the dream, I remember there was a pack of lions in the distance, and I could see them perched up on one of the tables, on one of the cement tables. There were like 3 lions on one table, but these lions were very large, larger than the ones that we have here, that we know of. These were at least 2 to 3 times the size of lions we have, very large, abnormally large, which is why I don't remember any other, like I can't really describe the area, the surrounding area, because immediately once I locked my eyes on these lions, I couldn't stop watching them, for good reason. These were very large lions, and I knew if they saw me, there's no way I could escape from them. There's no way. I mean, I'm as good as gone. So fear kind of gripped me. I noticed off in the distance as I'm looking at these lions, there were probably about 20 lions, maybe somewhere around that number. And they were all, some of them were, like I said, laying and perched up on the table, on the cement table. And some of them were perched on the ground, and it seemed like they were just laying there, maybe there was one walking, but it seemed like they were just resting in an area for a while. And I remember one of the lions that was sitting on the table, the cement table, it saw me. It turned its head and it locked eyes on me. And as it was laying down, it just was frozen. His eyes were just locked on me, and I was locked on him. And then I could see him begin to get up from his seat, from laying on that table. And you know how lions, prowl, right? Like let's say if they see like prey or something, they kind of like slowly sneak up on them before they pounce on them, right? Well, that's what the lion began to do to me. It started to like kind of prowl. It got low, and then it would move, and then it would stop, and then it would move, and then it would stop, kind of thing. All the time, eyes locked on me. And I'm saying to myself, oh man, this lion sees me. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I know I'm gone. There's no way I'm going to make it out of it. So I knew, man, there's no use in running. So, of course, fear gripped me. Fear got a hold of me. And then I noticed as it was crouching and coming my way, I could see other lions kind of following its lead. And then they, they're all noticing that I'm here. And as they're perched and at this time, they begin to sprint after a little while. They begin to sprint to me. And I'm thinking, man, this is it. I'm gone. These lions were huge. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, if you saw these lions, you would just know, oh man, there's no hope for me. Which is what I was thinking. And as they're sprinting now to me, there were like at least, wow, these lions, they were all sprinting. As they're sprinting to me, I noticed quickly now, once they get to me actually, that it was kind of like a playful thing. It wasn't like, they thought I was their prey or something like that, which I thought. Some of them ran past me, but they noticed that I was there. Others, it was like I was a part of their pack. That's the feeling that I got from it. I was a part of them. And they all ran up to me in a playful way. Some of them, laid down and but it wasn't in violence. And I walked away from that. At the time, I didn't understand what that dream meant at all at the time. But now I do, looking back. And I remember this dream was so realistic. I don't even want to call it a dream. It was more like a vision, it seemed like. But it was very realistic, even to the point that I had to write this dream or vision down because of how surreal it was. The emotions, the everything, the smell, it was very surreal. But I wrote it down. This happened some years ago, but I knew, I came to know later that after doing some DNA research on myself, that I'm related to the tribe of Judah. So, and then I know that, there's the whole line of Judah concept, who is Yeshua. But this was before, this dream that I had was before my awakening, before me finding out who I really was and who the Israelites really were of the Bible. And also that they're actually related to those who were in the transatlantic slave trade and the Negroes back then. They were taken. They were taken from West Africa, right, along the slave coast. But if you look in Africa, there's actually a place called Judah. These were the lands, a tribe that were, the land of the Jews. But these people were black. So my ancestors, this is how they came to America. And so the Lord has just given me revelation on who I was, and I believe that even before I knew, this was God's way of showing me that you are of this tribe, you are my people, and I think many of us have this hesitancy to the Lord, right? Before waking up, we have this kind of, we're kind of disconnected from the Bible. Before we knew who God was, we had this kind of fear of God. Not that it's not good to fear God, but this alienated us. This kind of made us feel like Gentiles, right? And for most of my life, I considered myself a Gentile, which is far from the truth. We are God's people. We are the people of Yah. And I believe that even in the name Jewish people, this was, I believe, a very close way of saying Yah's people, excluding the J, Jew, Yah. Look at the letters. So I believe they're very close. But this dream that I had came before, or right before, I woke up and found out who I was in the house of Israel. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. Thank you for listening, and I hope this blesses you.